You married Indian men for money. Yes, that is correct. And apparently, if you're a Filipina marrying a Caucasian, black man, European, Pakistani, Mexican, it doesn't matter. As long as you're a Filipina, you're automatically marrying that man for money. As long as you're a foreigner and you're marrying a Filipina, that Filipina will automatically marry you for your money. It doesn't matter who the Filipina is marrying. As long as she's a Filipina, she'll automatically marry you for green card or money. You see what I mean, folks? Especially to all Filipina ladies. It doesn't matter who you marry. People will always have something to say about you. Because people cannot accept that Filipinas are great housewives. And that is why foreigners are willing to travel or fly miles and miles away just to get to the Philippines to find a Filipina of their dream. And that is why a lot of people, it doesn't matter where they come from, they will always find a way to sabotage or bring down the value of Filipinas. Because they know that Filipinas carries high values. So my Filipina dear, do not care what these people think about you. Because if you know your value and worth, no one should ever define you who you are. Except you and you only. Okay, so now you know. Would you marry your husband if he had no money? Well, you should ask me if I would marry a man if he has no money. The answer is no, I would not marry a man if he has no money. So you're basically saying that since you're a Filipina, would you marry a man if he had no money? And the thing is, me being a woman or being a Filipina, knowing the fact that I know my worth, I know my value, and I know myself as what I can offer to my partner or my husband, and all the things I can do for him. Do you expect me to marry a man if he has nothing to offer? So you expect a Filipina just because she's a Filipina, it's okay for her to marry a man without money. And you expect her to be your potential wife or partner. You expect her to work. You expect her to do all sorts of house chores for you. And at the same time, you expect her to provide for you. What kind of man are you? What would you call yourself? You expect me to be with someone who has no worth and no value, but at the same time, you expect me to have values and worth. So do you expect me to feed you at the same time? A lot of women in the Western world would not even want to be with you if you're not making 6 figures. In Filipina world, we don't care if you make 6 figures, my friend, because we're not like that. Simple. And all we really care about as being a Filipina is as long as the man is working. And as long as we know we don't end up providing for them, because that is not our job as a woman, as a Filipina. That is your job to provide for us. And in return, we will provide you with the things that you cannot do. So that is why, Filipina ladies, before you marry a foreigner, make sure he has money. Otherwise, you're gonna end up providing for him. Why did you marry an Indian? So I'm assuming you're talking about my Fardeep dear. I involved myself with an Indian person because a lot of Indian people I saw or I know are very, very successful when it comes to business. So I thought to myself, I want to know what East Indian people know that most Filipino do not know. I want to study their brain and I want to study their success. East Indian people are successful because they help each other and they elevate each other. Whereas a lot of Filipinos tend to destroy each other and bring down their own kind. And that is why I want to learn what makes East Indian people so unique. And I thought to myself, when I learn about them and figure out why they are successful and how I can become successful, I can use that tactic or technique for myself. And at the same time, when I become successful, I'm also able to teach that to my own kind, which is Filipinos. And I understand that not all Filipinos I'm able to inspire or educate when it comes to learning, when it comes to success, and when it comes to business. At least I could teach that to certain Filipinos who are willing to become successful. So now you know why I married an Indian, okay? Mwah!